I learned them today and forget them tomorrow. How to remember vocabulary and actually make it stick. No more memorizing and forgetting. How well do you think they remember? 98.5%. Almost perfect. Research shows you are 50% more likely to remember something when it is personal. Welcome to Farang Angmor Podcast. Level up your learning, one tip at a time. Welcome back to Farang Angmor Podcast. If you have ever thought to yourself, I want to be good at English, but the words are just too many. คำมันเยอะไปหมดเลย I learned them today and forget them tomorrow. เดี๋ยวก็ลืมแล้ว I hear you. Today's episode is all about one of the biggest struggles in language learning. How to remember vocabulary and actually make it stick. No more memorizing and forgetting. ทำยังไงให้แบบจำแล้วมันอยู่ได้นานๆอยู่ได้ตลอดไป We are going to talk about 3 powerful research-backed techniques. We're scientific people here. เป็นคนแบบรักงานวิจัย that will help you remember new words forever, or at least way longer than you do now. Ready? Let's go. Number 1. Use images. Your brain loves pictures. Let me take you to this fascinating study. Researchers show people 612 magazine pictures and then tested them later on which ones they had seen before. เอารูปมาเปิดแล้วครับอันนี้เคยดูหรือยัง How well do you think they remember? Any guess? 70? 80%? 98.5%. Almost perfect. That tells us something big. Your brain is ridiculously good at remembering images. So, if you want to remember a word like apple, don't just look at the letters A-P-P-L-E. Visualize it. See the apple. See yourself eating it, or paste a picture next to the word in your notebook. The more you connect the word to an actual image or moment in your life, the easier it will stay in your head. Number 2, create personal connections. Make it about you. Here's a memory trick backed by research, and it works like magic. If you make a word personal, you will remember it way better. In 1972, 2 researchers, Craig and Lockhart, introduced something called the level of processing. It explains how deeply we process information and how that affects memory. There are 3 main levels. Structure. You remember what a word looks like. For example, the word apple is spelled A-P-P-L-E. This is the most basic level, yeah? So you might remember it, but not so well. Next, sound. You remember how it sounds. Apple, apple. And the highest level is meaning. You remember what it means. Oh, apple, a fruit, something you eat, has red color. But the most powerful level, even beyond meaning, it's when the word connects to you, your life, your memories, your feelings. This is called the self-reference effect. Research shows you are 50% more likely to remember something when it is personal. So here's your tip. Don't just memorize new words. Make them yours. Use them in your own sentence. Think of a personal memory. Say them out loud while talking about your day. The more personal it feels, the more unforgettable it becomes. Number 3, the testing effect. Don't just review, recall. Most people try to remember new words by rereading them over and over. คืออ่านซ้ำๆให้มันจำได้ง่ายขึ้น But the secret to long-term memory? Testing yourself. Yes, quizzing actually helps your brain remember things better. In one study, learners who tested themselves remember 67% of the information. Those who just reread, only 45%. This is called the testing effect or active recall. When you force your brain to pull out information instead of just staring at it, the memory gets stronger. ยิ่งเราพยายามเค้นข้อมูลที่อยู่ในหัวเนี่ยออกมาเท่าไหร่เราจะยิ่งจำได้ดีดึงออกมาใช้ได้ง่ายมากยิ่งขึ้น You train your brain to retrieve, not just store. ไม่ใช่แค่เอาใส่เข้าไปแต่ดึงออกมาได้เก่งขึ้น So, how can you use this? Write flashcards and test yourself. Hide the translations and try to remember them. Or after watching a video, write down all the words you remember or summarize the content. And yes, it's harder than just rereading or rewatching the content. And that's why it works like magic. Now, imagine this. You learn the word generous. You see a photo of someone giving food to the homeless. That's the image. You write sentences. My sister is generous. She always brings me snacks without asking. That's personal connection. Then you test yourself a day later by trying to recall what the word was without looking. That's the testing effect. That's it. You just triple your memory power. โอ้โหคูณ3 Your brain is more powerful than you think. You just need to feed it the right way. Instead of trying to memorize everything, make it visual, make it personal, make it active. You can listen to this podcast anywhere, anytime on your favorite platform. Once you have listened to this episode, I would love to hear what you think. Let me know how we can improve, what topics you want to hear next, or any other thoughts you have got to help us make this podcast even better. And that's it for today. Bye. And this is Farang Angmor Podcast. Until next time, happy learning. หมายถึงคนพูดใช่ไหมคะแชมพูต้องเข้าแล้วนะคะสปอนเซอร์ Welcome back ผมเข้าปะได้อยู่ค่ะโอเคหยุดคิดจริงโอเค รู้ทันนะโอ้ตรงไหนพูดใหม่ได้ don't just review recall recall